Hi friends! Well, I really wanted to do a YouTube live and I'm so disappointed. And I really wanted to do that. I wanted to go on live at lunch and talk about not just what you're eating or what we're eating, but just go on live and just say hi because we have so many new friends here. Thanks for joining us here in this little spot in YouTube where we just try to dig into life and dig into motherhood and being a woman and a woman of faith and just growing, not just standing still, but growing and stretching and coming fully alive. So I'm so glad you popped over, and I'm sorry that my live didn't work. But I wanted to mention a couple of things. I want to talk about Lent. Lent is right upon us. Like Ash Wednesday is in a few days. And I want to talk about what I did last year as far as sacrifice, what I gave up for Lent. And a lot of people like to talk about that. And you don't have to just be Catholic to talk about it. A lot of people decide to sacrifice something during the time of Lent. So I, last year, gave up sleep because I love sleep. I love to nap if I ever am on vacation or get to a nap. I just love sleep. And I realized that I was staying up too late. And if I got up later in the morning, not only did the school days kind of fumble through the beginnings of, but also I missed saying hi to my husband, seeing him for a few minutes in the morning. So last year, I gave up that little bit of sleep. It wasn't much, but I got up early and made him breakfast and saw him for a few minutes before he went to work. Ladies, that was a huge game changer. It was a good thing for me to see all the, work and thought and prayer and worry that goes into getting yourself ready to get out and go out the door. And if you work outside the home, God bless you, because I see what my normal getting ready stressors of myself are for my day homeschooling here in the home. But man, it is a big deal to get ready and go. Like, you really are putting on your armor to go out into the world and be a child of God out there in the way you talk and the way you act, your decisions. So for me to see him, getting ready, and we had to talk to him for a little bit. We would say a quick prayer together. I'd feed him something quick and he'd be out the door. It was huge. It was great for our relationship, and I didn't keep up with it very well afterwards. I went back to kind of sleeping for a little longer than normal, but I'm going to do it again this year. So that was one of the things I want to do starting Ash Wednesday, is to be waking up early and hopefully just spend a little time with him. We're both eating keto for a while now, having great results, feeling really well. And so we won't be having breakfast in the morning because that's part of our more daytime fast, is up through about lunch and maybe even a little bit later. So, but we can have coffee together and chat together, and I'd like to get out to the gym with him. We were doing that for a while, and that was really helpful. Of course it was, mentally and physically, but even together, we rode in the car together. I mean, I'm very quiet in the morning, but we rode in the car together, and it was nice to be together because then we're apart the whole day, and it's good to kind of know where your spouse is and what they're thinking about. And so I want to get back to that. And then the other thing is a big deal because it's become a terrible habit, and it's my phone. My phone needs to be where I'm not, and I'm not sure how to manage that. So if you have good ideas on how to limit your time on your phone, please send them to me. And I'm not talking about necessarily scrolling through social and stuff. I do that during the days. I'm trying to talk to people, meet people on social media as far as sharing the good news that they are beloved by God. So I'm learning the ropes there as far as Instagram and Facebook and goodness, Twitter. I have no idea. But so I do get on the phone kind of regularly during the day to see, has someone messaged? Oh, there, she answered. I wanted to respond and things like that. But I also just will check my email when I don't really be needing to. And I'm not talking about the little reaching outs to friends or family, little quick messages and calls, I want to be available for those. But I do notice that I'll pick this up or have it beside me. And I'm old enough to remember, and maybe some of you remember too, there used to be this TV show that we watched, and it was Get Smart, and it was kind of a spy sitcom, but it was totally silly. And the star had a phone in his shoe. And okay, he is a super agent person, secret agent, and he needed to be contacted at a moment's notice. So he'd pick up his shoe and he'd talk on the phone. Okay, I'm not a secret agent and I don't need to be constantly with this thing in my hand. And so I really want to be free of that like no phonophobia. Like, where's my phone? Where's my, I feel like that's so ridiculous. I'm really not sure how I fell into it. And I don't know who did the study, but it said that studies show that even someone holding the phone in their hand, even if they look up from what they're scrolling and reading, they could be reading the Bible, for goodness sakes, on their phone, but they could be reading, they could have work here on their phone, right? But if you go to talk to them and they stop looking at it, but they're still holding it in their hand, when people were asked, they said they felt like they were not being listened to, that they were not being paid attention to. And I am surrounded by my children all day. That is horrible. And I know that I'm not a multitasker. In fact, there's a great YouTube channel right now, Front Porch Catholic, and she actually mentioned in their live stream yesterday that she doesn't think people actually multitask, that they're just like distracted. So they sort of, will work on the one thing and then they sort of work on something else, but are they truly multitasking? And I love that I finally heard someone else say that, because I have always wondered if that's an actual thing or if it's not, because I can't be the only one who doesn't feel like they can't multitask, because I feel like I need to finish the thing and then do the other thing. Except for cooking. I think cooking I multitask, so I can have a few things going. But my point is, even the children are gonna see me with the phone, and do see me with the phone, and if I look up, I know I'm still thinking about the thing I was reading, or I need to get back to it, and I'm sure I kind of hold the phone and like look and listen to them like I really care. But I want them to know I really care. So I really want to be rid of this feeling like I need to have the phone always. So that's the thing. I'm going to be praying on how to do it. So the phone and getting up early, spending that good time with my husband, putting that deposit into that emotional bank account of our marriage. I really feel called to do that again this year. So pray for me on that. And also, I wanted to mention there is a big collab coming this Monday. So on Monday, we are going to have another Meatless Meal Collab. Last year, we did this, and it was so much fun to see other women's recipes. I just think it's so fun to see women light up, and men love to cook too, yes, but women light up about food. Like, we love to talk about like how little we spent on it, how much we got, how we're going to use these ingredients, how we're going to repurpose a meal that's a leftover. I mean, we get so excited about it. And being Italian and Argentine, I love food. I love to cook. I love to feed people. I love that they enjoy food. So it's really fun to see that collab is coming around again. So that's on Monday, and look for it. It's going to be meatless meals, and it's going to be a whole bunch of us doing a bunch of different meatless meals. Mine is going to be a keto meal. My husband's wishing for a particular dish, so you'll have to wait and see. And it was different than what I planned, but he mentioned he really liked that, so I think we're going to go with that one. So you'll have to look on Monday for that big collaboration. And the last thing I wanted to talk about today was Whole Catholic Living channel. If you're not watching that channel, you need to go and watch her channel. And let me tell you why. She is such a joyful, beautiful wife and mom who is talking about the whole Catholic life. And so she's not just talking Bible study that she has on her channel, or just homeschooling, or she's talking about the whole thing, and in such a real way. I've been moved to tears. I've laughed along with her stories. I really recommend that you go over and check out Lauren's channel. In fact, today at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, she's doing a live video. And I'm sure she's way more tech savvy than me. I can't even speak. And I'm sure her live stream will work. So I hope you go over there and check out Lauren's channel and see what she's talking about. I hope she's talking about Lent. So God bless you, and thanks for hanging in there. Welcome again to all the new friends who come over and are just digging into the Catholic Marathon Mom videos and reaching out and messages. I really am excited about that we are growing as a community. So God bless you all. Let me know what you're doing for Lent. Okay, God bless. Oh, I thought that YouTube was set up the way it used to be, but I should have double checked and gone through the process of downloading whatever web stream thingy I needed for the computer. And if you've been here for a while, you know I'm not super techie, so I didn't realize that, and I'm so sorry I didn't follow through on my promise for a live stream for today.